Hello, Hal-Con. How you doing? Woo! I hope you guys feel great, because you're here, and there's lots of people outside who would like to be as well. So congratulations to all of you. We've got a real treat for you right now. A little poll of the crowd. Any fans of Stargate Atlantis? Do I have any brown coats in the audience? I feel like she really doesn't need much more of an introduction, so let's just bring her out here, everyone. It's Jewel Staite!
Hi. You guys made it. You made it in the building. I almost didn't. I went for lunch down the street to the Foggy Goggle. Yeah, man. I had a haddock burger. Where should I sit? This is so weird. Can I move this chair a little bit? Just so I'm not playing favorites to one side of the room. There we go. Now I've got myself in. Okay. I'll figure this out eventually. Hi. I've never been to Halifax. This is my first time this far east in Canada. And you all are very nice, very polite. You love to drink, which means we can be friends. A good friend of mine in Vancouver, I'm from Vancouver, that's where I live now. He is from Halifax, his name's Brett, and he has, I guess, an accent that I've never really noticed. So when we got here, I said, everybody sounds like Brett. That's not his, weird way of talking. That's an accent. And we've had some crazy good meals since we've been here. We went to this restaurant last night called The Bicycle Thief. Super good, guys. Super good. And I've had so much seafood, I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave here with mercury poisoning, but that's totally fine and par for the course. So who has questions? Anything goes. There's no one in line, P.S. So come on up. Don't be shy and weird. Well, you're allowed to be weird. This is the venue for weirdness.
I wasn't planning a question,
Hello?
but there was just the space, so I'm here.
You were that was lightning speed. Did you see?
Oh, I was sitting right there.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Well done. She takes direction well. I like this girl.
I'd love to talk about Firefly, but I'm pretty sure that other people behind me will. I wanted to ask what it was like to be on higher ground with what was the best JV class that turned into sci-fi superstars ever.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh? A lot of us entered the sci-fi alumni after that. That was super fun. I was 17, and the thing I remember the most about that, we were all around the same age, the whole cast. I think there were 6 or 7 regular cast members. And instead of having separate dressing rooms, they put us in a bus. It was very strange, but a really smart idea. A double-decker bus, and the first floor was hair and makeup, and the second floor was all of our little rooms, our little cubbies. So it was basically like we were this cool rock band on tour. And just had a blast. It was great. And I played this sort of snarky, bratty, very intelligent girl, and that was really fun for me to do.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good memories from that one. A lot of hiking, though. Why were those kids always hiking? Every episode, we'd be out in the wilderness somewhere in the pouring rain in the Vancouver GVRD, and it was rather miserable and wet and cold. But I learned how to rappel. Yeah. My boyfriend still doesn't think I know how to do that. He's like, you're lying. You don't know how. I do. Yes. Hi.
Hi, Jewel. Welcome to Nova Scotia.
Thank you.
I was told not to ask this question, but I'm going to anyways.
Good.
It has to.
I can't wait.
It has to do with the strawberry scene.
Oh, dear
Okay.
me.
Now, it has nothing to do with actually eating the strawberry, which was awesome. But anyways.
I never thought that would be such a thing,
Yeah.
I really didn't. You just told me to eat a strawberry, and I ate a strawberry,
level.
and we did it in one take and moved on. And
that
now
was the
it's
question I
this
was going to
thing.
ask is, was it a one-take shot, or was it multiple takes? Was it one strawberry?
I think it really was one take, because I remember Joss going, okay, that's enough of that. And it's now this weird big deal. Like, I have people that come up to signings with a printout of a screen cap of me eating that damn strawberry.
When you're first given the box and you open up and you go, oh, I forget the line. Grandpa. Was the box just empty? Or was there a strawberry in the box?
No, there was a strawberry in the box, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think. I think so. I can't remember.
Cool.
I was too busy trying to remember my line,
Your
which I
line,
still
too.
remember, which is pretty crazy, guys.
Awesome. Anyways, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I actually have 2 questions. Is that okay?
Of
Okay.
course.
Awesome. My second one's for Firefly, but I'll wait for that one. I was actually wondering, I remember me and my sister watched X-Files for the first time a few years ago, and I was just wondering if that was your first acting job, because I remember watching it, I'm like, is that Kaylee?
Let's see, I was 13, I think. My first job was when I was 5.
Okay.
I started very young and then just kept with it. But that was shot in between, it was on a hiatus. So I think I had just wrapped Space Cases, and I was about to move on to do Flash Forward for the Disney Channel, and I was really tired, and I just wanted to see my friends, and then I got offered that role. And I sort of said no, or I tried to say no, and my agent was like, you don't want to say no to this one. So yeah, and there I was again in the wilderness,
Do you remember anything of...
being drowned in a river in a nightgown.
But then you got to be saved, so that was good.
That's true.
Do
And
you remember...
I got mouth to mouth
Yeah.
from David Duchovny.
Was that your first kiss?
I guess it was my first kiss. Gross. I guess it was. I mean, as much as that's a kiss, like, it was mostly just like a saliva nightmare. And Jillian giving me CPR and bruising my ribs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a really weird shoot. And then in between takes, because it was the X-Files and they had a lot of coinage, we had this little jacuzzi off to the side in the middle of the woods that they put up, this jacuzzi, and we would all sit in there and get warm because we were supposed to be soaking wet anyway. We're in this like freezing cold river in October or November or something awful in Vancouver. Was someone just taking my picture? And then we would all go sit in this jacuzzi with our clothes on. So that's what I remember the most, is sitting in this jacuzzi with Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny, fully clothed, just shooting the shit, really. Very odd.
That's awesome. My second question is, you know on Buffy, how Joss did a few theme episodes. Sci-fi sort of lends itself well to that sort of creativity, so I was wondering if there was anything that you would have liked to see Joss do if the series had continued.
Oh, lots. You kidding me? We were just getting revved up.
Yeah, I know.
We were just getting started. There was talk about a musical episode. I don't know who brought that up. Probably Alan. It sounds like an Alan thing to say. But that just would have been super weird. All I wanted really was for Kaylee and Simon to get together and for Kaylee to have a baby. I thought that... Did you just laugh? I just thought it would raise the stakes a little bit to have a baby on the ship. Mm-hmm. And I think she would be a really great mom.
I agree. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey there. Did you have any trouble tripping over some of the Technobabble or just general Joss Whedon-esque dialogue that was handed towards you?
It wasn't too bad. The only thing that was really hard, obviously, was the Mandarin. That was really tough to master. And they gave us the translator, the woman who was in charge of making sure we said things correctly, would record herself saying our lines on a tape, and we would take the tape home and play it. Remember tapes? Remember tapes, guys? Yeah. I was terrible at it. It always gave me major anxiety. No one was worse than Alan. He would have his lines written out, his Mandarin written out and taped somewhere on the set so he could just read it like a cheater. But yeah, the Firefly stuff was easy. The hardest thing I had to do dialogue-wise was on Stargate, just because it was Dr. Babble and Technobabble, and sci-fi doesn't make sense, not even a word babble. Like, all three of those combined into one is tough. Really, really hard. But
Thank you.
I got through it. Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
Growing up, did you have like characters from other movies growing up that you thought of as a role model, people that you wanted to emulate? Any strong female, movie stars, things like this?
Not really. It was funny. I think because I started so young, my job was always just my job. Like, it was just this thing I had to do, and every once in a while miss a birthday party that I wanted to go to or whatever. But it was work. It was a job to me, and I've always treated it that way. And I've never become one of those weird psycho actors that's talking about their craft all the time, because I just don't. I think it's horseshit. It's not. There's not much of a craft. You just have to be really good at faking it, and it's a really, really fun job to have. I was a typical kid. I was obsessed with New Kids on the Block, I was obsessed with New Kids. I had a New Kids on the Block sleeping bag. I had the dolls. I had everything you could possibly have New Kids. I wrote my one and only fan letter to Joey McIntyre. Never wrote me back. Yeah, I was just a typical little girl.
Last question. When's Firefly coming back?
Oh. Sit down. Just couldn't help himself.
Hal-Con!